Good afternoon, everyone. I am Serge Machu Picasilio from BESED Mathematics, and the topic that we're going to discuss is about writing the null and alternative hypothesis. Learning objectives natin. At the end of this lesson, the students are expected to differentiate between null and alternative hypothesis in research. Make use of the following guides through writing a null and alternative hypothesis. Foster confidence in creating hypotheses that contribute to meaningful research outcome. Okay, without further ado, let's talk about this topic. Okay, introduction. Formulating null and alternative hypothesis is a fundamental aspect of conducting research and statistical analysis. These hypotheses provide a framework for testing assumption, guiding the research process, and drawing valid conclusion. Ang formulating hypothesis kasi yung null and alternative hypothesis is very important in doing our research and statistical analysis. Basically, these two hypothesis ay gina-guide yung ating study and test if our assumption are prediction are correct. Itong formulating hypothesis is like setting our research direction. Yan. And then this report delves into the process of crafting null and alternative hypothesis, their significance in research, and offer illustrative example to demonstrate proper formulation. Okay, ang definition of hypothesis. Ano nga ba tong hypothesis in research? Hypothesis is a testable statement or educated guess na sinasabi that predict the possible outcome of a research study. It explains the expected relationship between two or more variables and serve as the basis for conducting experiment or data analysis. So, ibig sabihin, it is a prediction based on what we already know or have researched. It tries to explain, kumbaga sinusubukan nitong ipaliwanag kung ano yung sa tingin natin na mangyayari doon sa ating research study. Itong hypothesis na to, ito yung starting point ng ating research na kung saan yung if-prove or i-reject natin after doing our analysis. And we have two hypotheses, yung null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Itong null hypothesis ay we can denote this as H sub O. Ito yung ating initial claim. So kapag nagre-research tayo as a researcher, ito yung unang claim natin. And ang lagi namang tinetest dyan itong null hypothesis kapag nagre-research tayo eh. This is a statement positing that there is no effect, difference, or relationship between variables. So ito yung pahayag na nagsasabing walang epekto, walang pinagkaiba, o walang relasyon yung mga variables sa pinag-aaralan mo. Parang sinasabi dito sa null hypothesis na wala lang, normal lang, walang connection yung mga variables. Walang connection yung mga variables. Halimbawa, about sa copy and alertness. Kapag sa null hypothesis, kapag gagawa tayo ng pahayag, sasabihin natin na walang epekto ang pag-inom ng kape sa alertness ng tao. Yun yung sa null hypothesis. And alternative hypothesis, or we can also denote this as H sub 1 or H sub A. This statement contradicts the null hypothesis, suggesting that there is an effect, difference, or relationship between variables. So ito naman yung kasalungat ng null hypothesis. Dito sinasabi na merong epekto, merong pinagkaiba, merong connection yung mga variables na pinag-aaralan natin. Dito parang sinasabi na oo, may connection at epekto. Halimbawa, dun about sa copy and alertness. 'Di ba kanina, dun sa null hypothesis, yang sinabi natin na walang epekto ang pag-inom ng kape sa alertness ng tao. Dito sa alternative hypothesis, ang pagpapayag natin ay merong epekto o may epekto ang pag-inom ng kape sa alertness ng tao. Yun yung alternative and null hypothesis. Before we proceed to the step in writing the null and alternative hypothesis, I want you to know the importance of writing hypothesis. Una is provide direction. Hypotheses offer a clear focus and direction for research endeavors. Pangalawa, foundation for testing. They establish a basis for statistical testing and validation. Pangatlo, informed conclusion. Well-formulated hypothesis aid in drawing valid and evidence-based conclusions. Now, we're going to discuss the step in writing the null and alternative hypothesis. Yung una nga natin dito is identify the variables. So, sa first step, we're going to determine kung ano yung dependent and independent variables sa study natin. Like doon sa examples natin kanina, yung about sa copy and alertness. Yung ating independent variable doon is yung pag-inom ng kape. And yung ating dependent variable is yung alertness ng tao. Okay, first step, identify the variables. Second is understand the research question. Dito dapat malinaw sa iyo kung ano ba yung gusto mong malaman o patunayan sa research mo. Dapat malinaw sa iyo, dapat naiintindihan mo yung question. And then sa example natin, 'di ba? Doon sa example natin kanina, gusto nating malaman or patunayan kung nakakaapekto ba yung pag-inom ng kape dun sa alertness ng tao. And then step 3, formulate the null hypothesis. So dito, gagawa na tayo ng pahayag na nagsasabing walang epekto, walang relasyon o walang pagkakaiba. Ito yung conservative statement na walang nangyayaring pagbabago o connections. And doon sa example natin kanina, ang null hypothesis natin ay walang epekto ang pag-inom ng kape sa alertness ng tao. Step 4, kapag meron na tayong null hypothesis, we're going to develop the alternative hypothesis. Ito naman yung gagawa na tayo ng pahayag na nagsasabing merong epekto, merong relasyon, or merong pagkakaiba. Ito na yung prediction mo na may connection o epekto ang independent variable sa dependent variable. At yung sa example natin kanina, ang alternative hypothesis natin doon ay may epekto ang pag-inom ng kape sa alertness ng tao. And then yung last step is ensure testability. So dito, yung sisiguraduhin na natin na kayang sukatin at patunayan ang hypothesis gamit yung mga data at statistical analysis. Yung ginawa mong hypothesis dapat ay klaro, specific at pwedeng i-test gamit ang mga numbers or data. And then sa example natin, yung kayang sukatin yung alertness level ng tao gamit yung test o survey pagkatapos uminom ng kape. Kumbaga, in short, sa paggawa ng hypothesis ang paggawa ng hypothesis ay parang pagsisimula ng laban sa research. Dapat malinaw kung ano yung gusto mong sukatin at yung inaasahan mong resulta at paano mapapatunayan gamit ang data. Okay, now let's have an example of hypothesis formulation. Research question number 1 natin. Does the use of emergency light improve evacuation time during fire drills? So, ang tanong dito, mas mapapabilis ba ang paglikas ng mga tao kapag may emergency light sa fire drill? Gustong malaman ng researcher kung may epekto ang emergency lights sa bilis ng paglabas ng mga tao sa drill. So, sa null hypothesis natin, i-state natin na walang epekto, there's no effect. Kaya magiging null hypothesis natin ay the use of emergency light has no significant effect on evacuation time during fire drills. Ibig sabihin, walang epekto ang paggamit ng emergency light sa oras ng paglikas. Pareho lang ang bilis ng pag-evacuate kahit merong emergency light o wala. And kapag meron na tayong null hypothesis, iko-contradict na natin siya by developing our alternative hypothesis. Kaya magiging alternative hypothesis natin ay merong epekto na. So the use of emergency light significantly reduce evacuation time during fire drills. Ibig sabihin, may epekto na yung emergency light at nakakatulong itong mapabilis ang pag-evacuate ng mga tao kapag may fire drills. So, dun sa pag-develop natin ng alternative hypothesis, na-contradict na natin yung ating null hypothesis. Okay, now, yung research question number 2. Do physical exercises help individual to age gracefully? Ang tanong dito, nakakatulong ba ang pag-exercise para mas maging maganda at healthy ang pagtanda ng isang tao? So, sa null hypothesis natin, i-state natin na hindi nakakatulong. Kaya, magiging itong physical exercises are not guarantee for graceful old age. Ibig sabihin, walang kasiguraduhan na ang pag-ehersisyo ay makakatulong para maging healthy o maganda ang pagtanda. And now, we have the null hypothesis, kaya i-contradict na natin. Kaya magiging alternative hypothesis na natin ay engaging in physical exercises enables individual to remain healthy and active into old age. Ibig sabihin, ang pag-ehersisyo ay may malaking tulong para manatiling malusog at aktibo ang isang tao kahit tumanda na. So, na-contradict na natin yung ating null hypothesis by stating na merong tulong ang pag-ehersisyo. Conclusion. The formulation of null and alternative hypothesis is a critical component of the research process. It ensures that studies are systematically structured, results are measurable, and conclusions are grounded in evidence. Proficiency in these skills is indispensable for students, researchers, and professionals engaged in academic and scientific pursuits. And ito yung ating reference na pinagkunan, and salamat sa inyong pakikinig.